Imagine you're sitting there, playing your favorite game, just living your best life. In the digital world, of course, because God knows the real world ain't worth it. So there you are, enjoying your game. Until you encounter that enemy. No. You know the one I'm talking about? Wait. The one enemy that makes you want to quit the game right that instant and go bash your head to a wall, because that would be a better experience than dealing with this hellspawn. Almost every game has at least one of these sick bastards for God knows what reason. Do they even playtest this shit? Anyways, let's get into what you actually came here for. I am going to talk about around 12 enemies from the games that I have played so far. So this will be more of a personal take. Let's see if one of the enemies that I told you to imagine in the beginning made it into this list. Before I put these enemies into a list, let me tell you what the tiers are. So here's the tier list going from the order of least offensive to the most offensive. Tier 1, I can deal with it. Tier 2, I don't want to deal with it, as in I would rather ignore them. Tier 3, why does this even exist? The game would have been perfectly fine without them. Tier 4, pain in the butt. They are annoying, I hate dealing with them every time I play that particular game. And Tier 5, the final tier, burn in hell. Pretty self-explanatory. Got it? Good, let's begin. Let's start with the obvious one. Arkham Asylum was a monumental achievement in the superhero video game genre. The game starts with the Joker under arrest by Batman, who is taking him to the titular asylum/prison, but then Joker pulls the
I'm not locked in here with you. You're locked in here with me!
And the whole game revolves around Batman trying to stop Joker's meticulously planned scheme, making Batman fight everyone in his rogues gallery just to stop Joker. It's a great setting, it's clever, and it shows how menacing Joker can be, but how does the game end? By Joker taking the Titan formula and transforming into a large monster.
Bruh.
I'm sorry, I cannot say that line without laughing. It boils down to a boring boss fight, which is just a skin swap for the large goons we've been fighting throughout the game. It feels so out of place, especially given Joker's reputation of using brains over brawn. He took over the whole asylum and fucked up Batman's day. Not something anyone can say casually. I'll put this one in the tier 1, I can deal with it, but god does it suck. Number 2, Creepers from Minecraft. These green phallic things are bane of any Minecraft player's existence. I will just let this clip do the talking. So yeah, enough said. I'll put creepers in.
Fuck you mean enough said? I'm gonna have to stop you right there, Pumawike. Leave Minecraft stuff to the Gen Z, cause I got a lot more to say. Hey guys, Scorsese here. I know many of you will be heading to the comment section as soon as you see a creeper to tell me, and maybe zombies are more annoying or that the skeletons are relentless, but no, my friends. I'll tell you why a creeper is more annoying. They blow up your fucking house. These green little shits will sneak up on you, and when you hear the sound and realize what's going on, it's already way too late, and boom goes the creeper, you, and your humble abode. No other enemy can do that. This kind of permanent damage. They were a mistake anyway. A fucked up pig mob that Mojang had the bright idea to turn into an enemy.
That's a penis!
So Creeper directly goes to tier 3. Why the fuck do they exist? Anyways guys, time for me to go. My channel link will be in the description. Come say hi. And subscribe to VK2 I guess.
That there kids is what Minecraft addiction does to you. Let's move on. Number 3, Rodrigo Borgia from Assassin's Creed 2. Assassin's Creed 2 was probably one of the best games Ubisoft put out. It was just a fun game to play, with an excellent story to boot. That is until you reach the final boss, Rodrigo Borgia. I will not get into the story details, but there is a huge build-up to the final face-off. And how does it unfold? A fucking boxing match. That's right, the whole game where you unlock a shit ton of abilities, swords, hidden blades and all this other stuff, only to end in a bloody fist fight. That's not even the worst part. It ends with Ezio letting him walk.
Get it over with, then. No, killing you won't bring my family back.
Meanwhile,
Ezio's father and his brother are dead because of this guy.
I'll kill you for what you've done!
Yeah, Ellie is not the only stupid one to let her arch enemy walk.
Just take him.
Are you sure about that?
That puts Rodrigo in tier 5, I can deal with it. But holy fuck did they just drop the ball with this one. Number 4, no-clip enemies from Devil May Cry series. The whole Devil May Cry series, no, not you. The whole series has its appeal because of one simple mechanic, jump cancelling. This basically resets your jump, be it air hike or aerial moves, so you can perform these smoking six styles all over again and continue juggling those poor bastards who decided to fight Dante. Why am I telling you this? Well, there is one enemy type in DMC games that fucks with this logic by passing through the goddamn walls.
Why?
I now have to shoot them first, strip them naked, and then kill them with my melee weapons. Otherwise, my melee weapons don't do jack shit. It may look cool, but their weird movements are hard to predict and they can absolutely ruin your style meter, especially when you're dealing with multiple enemies at once. You can air juggle combo me all you want in the comments, but these guys are simply annoying and borderline unfair. So they go straight to I don't want to deal with them. Number 5. Hammer Bros from Super Mario Bros. Let's go back in time a little bit to the old school days of Super Mario Bros. Because I want to ask Shigeru Miyamoto-san, why the hell is this normal enemy more annoying than the final boss himself? Also, I couldn't find Mario on my PlayStation, so sorry about that. Where are they keeping all these hammers? Why are they throwing hammers to begin with? The whole point of Mario games is to jump obstacles. Jumping is one of the main mechanics. You even defeat enemies by jumping in the air and fucking stomping them. God damn, Mario is a savage if you think about it. So how do the Hammer Bros make sense in all of this? They throw hammers in an arc and you cannot jump over them. You are at the mercy of them jumping for no reason at all because that is when you can strike. Complete bullshit. They don't need to exist and they need to go straight to tier 5 and burn in hell. Number 6. Mods in Resident Evil Code Veronica. Capcom just straight up refuses to talk about Code Veronica, especially when it comes to remake. But I might have figured out a reason why. Because oh boy did they fuck up with the moth enemies in the game. These enemies are defined by their ability to poison the player character, which is not a problem as long as you have the blue weed. Oh, I mean blue herb, sure. But you see, the problem is the blue herbs are finite, and the moths are not. In a game that heavily emphasizes backtracking, this becomes a problem. So imagine you're all out of blue herbs, and you have to go through the moth room. Oops, you got poisoned. Tough luck, motherfucker, you are dead. Dead, I tell you. There is nothing you can do now other than restart the whole freaking game because you are too naive to override all the saves like the jackass you are 16-year-old dumbass VK. So yeah, I don't want to deal with them. Number 7. The Regenerators from Resident Evil 4. Resident Evil games are filled with creative monsters and enemy types, especially Resident Evil 4. But you guys know me, I'm a Resident Evil veteran. I can handle any enemy. Giant bald bug boy? No sweat. Guy with a sack on his head wielding a chainsaw? Easy. Dude that turns into a spider with eyeballs for his legs? Sleep. But there is one thing that scares the bejesus out of me, and that is this thing. What the fuck? Whoa. Okay, from a sheer enemy design standpoint, the Regenerators are fantastic. These things make me feel like I'm an evil resident, so mission accomplished there. But holy fuck are they annoying. First, their namesake, they regenerate. So shooting them doesn't do anything. They also move like the snakes and lunge at you to get a bite off of Leon. What makes this worse is the location. It has little space to maneuver, so you almost always get hit. Or they also do this Mr. Fantastic shit to grab you and pull you near them. Look how scared I was. The worst part though is how you kill them. You need a very specific thermal scope to find the parasite and shoot it. How convenient that this scope is right there. You know what? It is convenient. The scientist who made them knew they fucked up. Now to warn me to so-called danger, he's a fool. The subject went wild and escaped from the cryogenic tank. I was the real fool. The parasite is what keeps them alive, and the rest is this jiggly, thick mass that you have to get through. I hate myself for loving these things, but I never want to encounter them in any of my playthrough. Tier 4, pain in the butt. Boy, am I glad that is over. Capcom! You decided that wasn't enough? Now you have to have spikes on them and call them Iron Maiden? Okay, that is a cool name, but what the fuck? Number 8. The Yeti/Shambhala Guardians from Uncharted 2. In the first Uncharted game, when you're surprised with these guys out of nowhere, it felt unique and scary and amazing. In Uncharted 2, they almost had a similar approach. These ominous slow reveals of this Yeti-type creature were spot on. All until you start fighting them. It's not only revealed that these are costumes, but the people wearing them are cocaine-induced bullet sponges. The whole final act has you fighting these guys, and let me tell you, it gets really annoying really fast. What grinds my gear is that their weapon of choice is a crossbow. They have all these weapons laying around, but they choose to use a crossbow, which does more damage than the fucking AK-47.
We're gonna need stronger weapons than this.
That's for sure.
No shit.
Easy tier 3, why do they even exist? In my last video, I talked about how PlayStation 1 Spider-Man game could inspire Spider-Man 2. But the one thing I don't want them to look at is the god-awful Mysterio boss fight. And judging by the latest trailers, I think we are gonna see Mysterio in the next game. Please, I beg you Insomniac, this Mysterio boss fight is trash. Don't take any inspiration from this. First off, when you fight him, he's a giant. Sure, makes sense, he has illusions and stuff, but how do you fight him now? Simple. By blowing up these nodes all over his body using the web Hadouken Spidey can shoot. Hadouken! Ah, thank God. Now that all the nodes are gone, we can finally fight Mysterio in a normal encounter. Right?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, his last line of defense is shooting lasers from his nipples. I am not making this shit up. Turns out the web Hadoukens are the only move by which you can defeat the whole boss. One move which is finite, so you need to run around and collect your web cartridges, which wouldn't be a problem if the fucking floors weren't electrocuted. The whole fight feels redundant after so much build-up that makes it all the more sad. Like right before the battle begins, you spot this imposter all over the level, ominously running around, which is so fascinating. It's a shame then that the showdown is such a tier 4 pain in the butt. Number 10. Crow Tengu from Ghost of Tsushima Legends. Here's a social experiment. Ask any of your friends who ever played Ghost of Tsushima Legends which is the worst enemy to encounter in that mode. The one and only definitive answer is Crow Tengu. This is the only enemy type that does projectile and melee attacks at the same goddamn time. Guess what the projectiles are? It's crows. He literally has a crow minigun on him. That was 16 crow flock attacks in one go. And his cooldown is like 3 seconds? Then he does it all over again. Who decided this was a good idea? This game is all about parries and perfect dodging, so you can get the upper hand over your enemy. But with this enemy, I think the devs just forgot to program how to deal with them. You can block it or dodge it. Total horseshit. Tier 4 pain in the butt. Revenants from God of War 2018. God of War 2018 is my favorite video game of all time, period. It is perfect in every possible way. What bugs me is that some people still debate that 2018 Kratos is not strong enough. Well, it was confirmed by the game creator Cory Barlog himself that Greek gods get stronger as they get older. He pushed this bridge that weighed approximately, 1,774,000 tons. I am not making this up. And then he flipped a fucking temple that housed all the 9 realms, so basically infinite power. And yet, what the fuck? None of Kratos' melee attack do anything because they just teleport away and throw dust in your eyes like Bully Maguire.
I'm gonna put some dirt in your eye.
What's worse is that you need Boy's help to beat it. The all-powerful Kratos can't do shit until Boy's does arrow damage. It's Devil May Cry all over again. That is just annoying. I guess they had to do something to make Atreus useful, but whatever man. These guys go straight to tier 3. Why do they even exist? Number 12, Demon of Hatred, Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. Well, here we are. The final one. Let's just address the elephant in the room. The reason why this video exists. I have played Sekiro for over 200 hours. And I still haven't beat Demon of Hatred. Why you ask? It's straight up a bullshit boss. A game that has so far told me that I can parry any attack even from a bloody dragon wielding a giant-ass sword. I don't want to deal with a gargantuan orangutan going apeshit on me with his balls out. I would rather take the dual apes over this any day. I know right when I fought this boss for the first time that he was beyond me. Not because he was hard, but because he felt out of place. This is a game about precision, focus and wearing your enemy down by letting them attack while you deflect. Okay, so how does this make sense? Oh, you want me to use the whistle? Fuck you, I don't want to do that. Did you see me use anything against Ishin here other than my sword? No, he is the final boss. If you think this is one of the best bosses in the game, it's alright, but we can never be friends anymore. Demon of Hatred doesn't belong in Sekiro and I will fight anyone that says otherwise. This Shura looking ass can go back from where he came from straight to tier 5 and burn in hell. I think that is enough rant for one video. Let me know what enemy you hate and what year would you put them down in the comments below. If you want to know why I think Ghost of Tsushima is the best open world game, click here. I'm gonna go take a nap now. Thanks for watching.